After the 2008 financial crisis, Bitcoin was designed as an alternative to banks.
Hello and welcome, folks, to tonight's MLB Live React play-by-play call between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros.
That's exactly why I use Rumble Wallet. It takes all the complexity and makes it simple. Choose what you want, Bitcoin, dollar backs.
First pitch will be in 9 minutes, so let's run down the lineups. Mariners looking to claw their way back into the division race. Astros leading a very weak AL Western Division with a record of 63-61, 2.5 ahead of the Texas Rangers coming in, and 5 ahead of Seattle at 58-66.
And to make it easy, just go to the QR code and go right to Rumble Wallet or click the link in the description. The real goal is China.
Brendan Donovan leads off for the Mariners at third base. He'll bat first. Then Randy Rosarena in left. He bats second. Dominic Canzone in right. Bats third. Batting cleanup. Julio Rodriguez in center. Josh Naylor at first. Bats fifth. Batting sixth. Cole Young at second. Cal Raleigh at behind the plate. Bats seventh. Batting eighth is Weston Wilson DHing. And Brock Rodden goes into short. He'll bat ninth against Hunter Brown for the on the mound tonight for Houston. Houston has Pena at short, Yordan Alvarez in left, Paredes at third, Altuve DHing, Barshow at center, Christian Walker at first, Willie Mo Pena, Jeremy Pena at short. Yordan Alvarez bangs second to lead off. Yordan Alvarez bangs second, playing left. Isaac Paredes at third. Jose Altuve DHing. Dalton Varsho, they picked up at the trade deadline from Toronto in center. Christian Walker at first. Lamont Wade Jr. in right. Yonder Diaz behind the plate. Yanier Diaz behind the plate, batting eighth, and Nick Allen, second base, batting ninth.
Once Hormuz is no longer a weapon Iran can credibly use, Tehran's ability to hold the global economy hostage collapse with it. The second order effect is the real story.
And Brian Wu pitching for Seattle tonight.
America does. Its industrial economy is fueled by imported energy, much of it from the Gulf. Beijing cannot secure Hormuz independently, nor can it afford to see it controlled by Iran. But it is also deeply uncomfortable with the American-led security order that makes clear who keeps the route open. That contradiction defines the strategic landscape. China seeks to displace American power while depending on the maritime order American power sustains. Factories, export system, energy imports, and naval ambitions all rely on sea lanes it does not command. Trump understands this. His policy is Mahan in action. Alfred Thayer Mahan's insight was the national power rests not merely on ships, but on the ability to command the sea, the routes to bases, choke points, commercial arteries, and industrial capacities through which national wealth and military strength circulate. A great power does not need to occupy every point on the map. It needs to prevent its rivals from controlling the points that matter. Hormuz is one such point. So are Panama and Malacca. The aim is not to own every canal and strait. It is to ensure that America and its allies can keep them open while denying hostile powers the ability to close them. That is hegemony. It is also the foundation of a functioning world economy. Sea lanes do not secure themselves. Energy markets do not stabilize themselves. Trade does not move because the United States issues a press release. It moves because somebody has the ships, logistics, intelligence, industrial base, energy supplies, and political will to enforce order. Iran is the immediate problem. Hormuz is the immediate test. The prize is China. Absolutely. And as Trump decentralizes the oil and removes everything the deep state and central bankers have put into place, and Iran has no control because a lot of the oil is being diverted.
I think in a couple of weeks,
the oil prices drop, the gas prices drop. This is why Trump is out there letting everyone know.
It'll be Mets and Astros from Citi Field.
gas because he knows in the long run that $4 is going to turn into $2, $1, 80 cents. He's reversing everything that they put in place, and they will no longer have that control. We have to remember each part that he's dismantling, he's actually dismantling the central bank's hold on the world. That is what he's doing. And actually, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance stated the top priority in the ongoing conflict with Iran is now keeping oil and gasoline prices low for American consumers. So think about why all of a sudden they have switched everything up. Yes, nuclear weapon, we have to stop them, of course. Because if they had a nuclear weapon, you think Trump would be able to do this? Absolutely not. Now, everything's going to shift. Remember, a while back, we mentioned this before, Trump let everyone know that the oil companies, they made a lot of money during this period of time. They're sitting on a lot of cash right now.
We're live from Dyken Park, formerly Minute Maid Park,
The oil companies are going
as well as formerly Enron Field.
prices across the country drop a lot faster than anyone could ever imagine. Because he knows there are certain mechanisms.
Home of the AOS champs for 7 of the last 8 years, the Houston Astros. Or 9 years.
Per barrel, the price of oil per barrel come down very quickly. The gas prices do not. This is done on purpose. Trump now, I think, has already made a deal with the oil companies, and I think he's timed this absolutely perfectly. As we approach the midterms, all those people are screaming and yelling, "Oh my God, affordability!" All of a sudden, you're going to see oil prices and gas prices start to really drop, and you're going to see everything change. You have to remember, this is not a game. Trump has planned this from the very beginning. He knows exactly who he's dealing with. He knows he's dealing with very evil, very smart people. He's playing a chess game with them right now. And he's winning every step of the way. And everyone's making this really big deal about this excursion. Do we have troops on the ground? Are we in this for 20 years? No, we're not. If you look at other presidents, and you go back a little bit in time, look at the Vietnam War. 19 years, 58,000 dead. Korean War. 3 years, 36,000 dead. Iraq, 9 years, 4,600 dead. Afghanistan War, 20 years, 2,000 people dead. Iran military conflict, 4 months, 18 people dead. Venezuela War, 1 day, 0 dead. So let's see, who kept the wars going? Oh, that's right, every other president. Who's ended the wars without mass casualty? Trump. That is the difference, because he knows where all this is headed. He's not creating the wars. He's ending what they created. That's what you're witnessing right now. And if you notice, he's having peace around the world. He's shutting down everything that they put into place. That's the whole point of this. He's ending their system. And this is why the deep state players are so panicked. This is why they say, oh, Trump's running out of weapons. No, during his first term, what did Trump do? He created more weapons. Now, again, they're putting this out there because these are the weapons that they believe that Trump only has. They don't realize that he's created so many more weapons that they don't know about. And again, they're not getting the intelligence. They have no idea what Trump was doing. This is why they put these stories out there. And you can see that they're not true whatsoever. And think about, remember all those drones flying around New Jersey? Remember when you saw, like, everyone's like, where is this coming from? Is this Iranian? Is this China? No. These were the weapons that Trump was developing. The White House put this out and said, secure an American drone dominance while building our defense industrial base.
Astros in their alternate orange unis tonight instead of their traditional whites.
Protecting our national security, ensuring the American drone industry is second to none.
Seattle in their alternate blue unis.
Lucky Palmer and Adderall leading the way. Anybody remember when the whole country was freaking out over drone swarms in New Jersey? Clowns were claiming they were...
First pitch on the way. Here it comes. Brown kicks and deals.
January 2025 statement by President...
It's a grounder. Or to Allen. He'll fling into first. One down.
Research and other purposes, not enemy activity. We're more advanced in drone technology and increasing our ability by the day. Here's what Anduril is developing. Anduril has not detailed the targeting system used in its loitering munitions, but noted that underlying Altius drones are autonomous. The drone weapon system works as a team. The team of drones can do it all. It can determine threats on its own, defense, protection, and recognition of threats, along with eliminating those threats. Attack mode, targeting enemy and coordinating multiple attacks at once, overwhelming an enemy.
All on the sinker.
System overseen by one person, effectively a one-man army. A weapon system that is devastating, effective, and saves lives of our military, and also cost-effective, a fraction of the cost of current weapon systems. So when Trump says he was rebuilding the military during his first term, that's what he meant. He was building the weapon systems that were going to be needed later on. And we might even see those weapon systems deployed in Iran. Depends on how far this gets. Now, once again, Trump and team, they already have control over pretty much everything. Iran has no control over anything. They don't have control of the Strait of Hormuz. If that was true, they would have ships sail in, get the oil, and bring it to China and other areas. They wouldn't allow their wells to dry up and cease to operate, which tells you they have no control whatsoever, which means the U.S. has the control over the Strait of Hormuz. They have no ability to do anything. This is why Trump looks so comfortable. And now you're going to see
2-2 pitch to Rosarena. Oh, that one's whacked. Left field and over the scoreboard into the Crawford boxes. 1-0 Seattle.
And people are going to start to realize why we were there. We were there to dismantle everything the deep state, the central bankers have set up. That's what this is all about. We don't want Band-Aid fixes. We don't want fuel to come down 20 cents and now you feel good about it. We don't want inflation to be an annual rate of 1%. Does you feel good about that? What does that really solve? Solves nothing. If you're going to take back this country, you need to.
That's number 17 in the year for Rosarena. 1-0 Mariners as he grabs the trident.
You got to bring it all back. If they control the price of oil, you got to remove that.
Ball one.
If they put us in a central bank system where they create the inflation, you got to remove the system that they put in place. That's what Trump is doing. Because why do we want another Band-Aid fix?
Ball two.
Because a couple years later, we're just going to go back to the way it was. It makes no sense. Just look at Trump's first term. Everyone was happy, right? Everyone felt great. Oh, wow, look what Trump did. And then Biden came in. What did he do? He undid everything. That's what this is all about. Go beyond what people are talking about. Go beyond your everyday life and what you know.
Ball three.
Look at the big picture. Look at what they put into place. Everything that they put into place. Everything that they did to destroy this country. That's what Trump is removing. And yes, it's going to look strange. It's going to look odd. It's going to look like, why is he doing this? But that's the whole purpose of all this. And soon you'll see why. Just like you're seeing the D's. Just like he's exposing the Muslim Brotherhood. Just like he's exposing the infiltration, the wokeism. All of this needed.
That one's driven to right field.
People wouldn't believe it.
Off the warning track and off the wall. Canzone, he's going to race into second with a double.
Trump, on purpose, brought it out into the loop so you could see it with no problem whatsoever. I mean, look, for example, out in New York. Yes, Mamdani, he's out there. He's part of the Muslim Brotherhood. He's pushing communism. And basically, prices are rising out there. It's going to get worse because he's trying to give everyone free stuff. And think about those people that are installed in government there. Because remember, their cheating system's off the charts there. So those people that you see there, they don't really represent the people. They're carrying out the agenda of DJ Place.
Ball one.
Absolutely crazy. Ed Woke just put this out and said, New York Assemblywoman Emily Gallagher, if you steal soap, it means you need it. She wants to allow crimes of poverty. Well, I'm sorry, any crime is just that, a crime. You don't get to steal soap. You don't get to steal.
Oh, that one's whacked. Deep right center field, but it's playable at the edge of the track. Caught by Varsho. Canzone tags up. He'll move on to third, 2 down.
See, this is the problem with everyone. What's the main reason they created a situation where the system breaks down and they made a system, especially in the city, businesses out there. So if more businesses leave because of their policies, you're going to have less jobs, which means less income coming in, which means the people, they're going to be struggling. And yes, they will end up stealing food. Yes, they'll end up stealing soap. They're creating this problem, and then they want you to. They're trying to convince you that then crime is okay.
Wow.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And when you look at the infiltration, it's clear. Look at Mamdani, then look at Michigan. And this again, put this out. It said Hamtramck's City Council of Michigan, 0 out of 6 were born in America. So you have the mayor, Mohammed Hassan, Councilman Abu Ahmad Musa, Councilman Councilman Mohammed, Councilman Usassan, Councilman Naeem. That area has been conquered. So, do you think they're living the American dream? Or do you think this is infiltration at the highest level? I think everyone knows that. But think about this. They were trying to change the airports in allowing wudu washing facilities. Now, these are Islamic washing facilities, so you can wash your feet. Now, the airport is for travel. You're not supposed to be taking a shower or a bath. Yes, there are bathrooms. You go to the bathroom, you wash your hands.
And maybe your face.
And putting their feet in the sinks to wash your hands. This is not when you practice religion. This is a place where you travel. That's it. And
fell off.
For one group, and you have to do it for every single group. It's ridiculous. And this is America. America, you assimilate to American laws and what we do here. We don't assimilate to you. And Greg Abbott says government-owned airports cannot favor one religion over all the others. DFW plans to install Islamic washing facilities are illegal. I've directed a review of all state grants to both airports for possible revocation and refer DFW and IH to U.S. DOT for investigation. Absolutely. They tried to do this out in Orlando, too, where they were trying to put in a de facto mosque with gender-separated Islamic prayer rooms. And it looks like the Florida Attorney General, James Udemeyer, has formally blocked Orlando International Airport from being turned into this type of mosque. So once again, they tried this and they failed. Joe Lang says, boo. This is why you have clowns like El Sayed running for Senate. The Muslim Brotherhood wants to force taxpayers to fund their infiltration of our country and Sharia law. All of it is just now starting to be exposed, and we will begin to see an acceleration
to right
of the Muslim infiltration.
Junior under it makes a catch, inning over. So 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 stranded for Seattle through half an inning. Mariners 1. Here come the Astros.
This should tell you everything you need to know. Remember, all roads lead to Obama. And then Trump put out this on Truth. It says jihadists. Ilhan Omar, Minnesota. Abdul El Sayed, Michigan. Rashid Tlaib, Michigan. What is he saying? He's saying that, look, the jihadists are taking over these areas. And he's exposing the infiltration. He's exposing what they've done. And this is just going to make it worse because now the spotlight is on all of them. This is what the Democratic Party is right now. And every step of the way, what is he doing to the Democratic Party? Coming to power, they will have no power, money, and power to push their elections. They're kind of screwed. And what's very interesting is that the Kentucky auditor has now warned Bashir that they risk losing their funding to fraud if fraud continues. So once again, they are on notice. And when you look at what is happening out in California, you can see Trump is shutting off the spigots there. John Solomon put the sense that Golden State spurned Trump DOT chief reroutes California rail money to train safety elsewhere. So Trump now, the high-speed train to nowhere, just pretty much shut that down. The money is no longer going to that. Now it has to go to trade safety. Is Newsom going to be in control of this? Absolutely not. Because, again, the DOT is going to say, okay, let me see where the money's going. If you're not showing us, you're not getting the money. So Trump is actually cutting off the D's money, and it's going to make cheating that much harder. So let's see, the high-speed train money laundering scam they had going, cut off. Homelessness money laundering scam, cut off. Daycare money laundering scam, cut off. Medicaid money laundering scam, cut off. The COVID money laundering scam, cut off. He's cutting off all of their money, not just in California, but around the country.
Brian Wu, 8-8 record this year, not one of his better seasons.
Massachusetts mayor arrested for allegedly ripping off
First pitch to Pena. Grounded to third. On the hop, play by Donovan. He'll throw to first, one down.
And it's proven right every single time. That's a TikTok, but it says it. Democrat crime stories from just the past week. New Mexico House Leader Cheryl Williams convicted for diverting public education funds to a friend and getting kickbacks. Massachusetts Mayor Brian DePena charged for stealing COVID relief funds. New Jersey Councilwoman Gina LaPlaca charged for faking signatures to qualify for the ballot. Georgia State Rep Sharon Henderson pleaded guilty to stealing COVID funds. Missouri
Ball one
Executive
to Jordan.
voted indicted on bribery charges.
Jordan leads the AL in homers, RBIs, and batting average.
To be awarded to his own company. This is the party of criminals. Period.
That one's hit deep to right, to left field, to the track, but it's playable.
Individuals within Congress
And caught by Rosarena. 2 down.
they've known about the fraud and did absolutely nothing about it because in some way, somehow, they benefited from it. So think about what Nick Shirley's been doing. He's been uncovering and exposing the money laundering scam. Thomas Massey came out and said, hard to take Nick Shirley seriously until he starts calling out Johnson, and Trump for funding the daycare fraud in every omnibus and CR bill with no guardrails. Nick Shirley responded to him and said, in other words, why can't a 24-year-old solve all the government's spending problems? You people in D.C. are a large part of the problem.
Here's Pedres. Take strike one.
Well, your job is actually work for us. I've exposed and saved American billions. What have you done? Gates responded to all this.
Foul down the third base line, 0-2.
Early last year, in the first few months of the new Trump administration, Elon Musk and Doge. When Musk and the Doge boys proved that hundreds of billions, that's billions with a B, were being looted out of the U.S. Treasury every year by USAID and other money laundering firms, why did that upset this asshole and Rand Paul? Because they spent years putting on this fiscal hawk act for public gallery. Why are we sending $250,000 to this country and Africa for this? A grandstand in the U.S. Congress, while literally $700 billion at least was being schlepped out the door on their watch. So of course this guy has a problem with Curly too. Absolutely, they knew exactly what was going on, and they allowed it to happen. Remember, they're the ones who are there. They're the ones who are voting on these things. They're the ones who should be calling it out. They're the ones who should be saying, why is all this money going to these different places? They've been there for quite a long time, haven't they? Same thing with all the people in Congress.
Foul off again, 0-2.
Of the system. And Nick Shirley is exposing that system, and they're panicking now. Because now people are going to start to understand, wait a minute, you've known about this? You knew exactly what was going on in Congress. You know they did. Everyone did. And no one was really putting a stop to it. Now,
1-2.
stopped. Now, the D's are in trouble every step of the way because they don't have the money that they had before. Plus, when you look at what Trump is doing right now and his team, they're exposing who the treasonous are. Look at Comey right now. He's in a little bit of trouble. Every step of the way, it's getting worse and worse for him. Paul Sperry put this out and said, an FBI affidavit for search warrant in the James Comey
Out of the backstop.
case reveals his wife, Patrice Comey, sent him a Google screenshot of a nonviolent definition of the term 86, 2 minutes before Comey posted the alleged threat against President Trump, indicating some forethought. His posting could be construed as a threat. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew what 86-47 meant. Remember, he was head of the
Fly ball left center, caught by Rodriguez, inning over.
No idea what that meant.
So clean inning for Wu to get out of it
And now it's being exposed every step.
in this rubber game. 1-0 Mariners.
To the big treasonous crimes.
There's 3-1.
But first, you have to lay the narrative. You have to show the people who these people truly are. You have to show that they just lie about everything. And this is what people now are learning, just like they're learning how the election scam works in all the blue states. And I think James O'Keefe did a great job. So he dressed up as Muslims, and he went in there and basically said, listen, all these people want to vote. Do they need ID? Need anything? And they said, no, they don't need anything. As long as you vouch for them, you're the ID. So all the people dressed up in burqas, whatever they are, nobody could see who they are. No one knew if they're men, women, they know, of course they're posing as Muslims. No one could see who they are. So as long as one person says, I vouch for them, and he just Trump, when he says, listen, we need to save America Act, this just shuts it down because, again, you have to walk with an ID. You have to show who you are. You have to prove that you're a U.S. citizen. So if you have to Save America Act or an executive order saying you need voter ID, one-day voting, paper ballots, can they cheat? No money. The Tea Party, they're struggling right now. And when you really look at it, you can see Trump has set it up where their money is disappearing and the GOP money is building. Papers 10 billion. MAGA 800 million. GOP top super PAC 657 million. Senate top super PAC, Democrat side 548 million. 120. So let's see. In every single step, when you have Senate or House, no matter what, we have more money. You remember when there was a time when everyone's like, oh, the Democrats are whenever it's amazing how things have changed now. And position is they need money to cheat. They need money to pay for people. They need money to pay those people that are assisting in the cheating. If you don't have these people and you're not giving the illegals free stuff, it's going to make it very, very difficult to cheat. Remember, every step of the way, what Trump is doing, he's making it so that he's
Sorry about that. Young grounds out to Walker, 1 down. First pitch to Riley. Outside ball 1. Two and oh. How ironic is that? It's the O's who clawed their way back. If it doesn't prove that how much of a jackass David Stearns made out of himself by letting Pete Alonso walk, I don't know what does. If Pete's at first base and not Polanco, Young, Beatty, or Vientos every damn day, I think the Mets would be at 65, maybe even 70 wins at right now. I mean, at 68, 63 to 65 wins by right now instead of 56 wins because of that incompetent scumbag. Cal Raleigh on pace this year for only 51 home runs. He's only got 12 at the moment. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's been chasing everything with tactical tunnel vision. Full count. Foul off. Got him. And takes ball 1. Rip to center, but playable. Varsho under it. He'll make the catch.
And it detects 95% of colon cancers, similar to colonoscopy. Now that's thinking inside the box. The Cologuard Plus test is not for those high risk. We're making insurance simple and so, no,
Ciao, for helping more veterans like my dad get a life-changing PTSD superstar.
there are 3 victims we know of. The suspect is female. White. 20s.
Vanderbilt Daily Digger for free to earn profit boosts the next day. Download the Sportsbook app and also play your game. More show coming up after Jose Altuve, who is third in games played, third in total bases among all other categories. That's what he beats the Astros. He's been through so many losing seasons at the outset. And then the World Series champion a couple times over. For people who don't know him, what's he like? Why is he so important?
One, 1-1. Fell off 1-2.
Speaking of that, I mean, this is late in the game and it's in 2 strikes. 2 strikes, he really chooses a pitch. Off the outside plate. He's 1-6. He doesn't have 6-4 angles. I think he's one of the years.
1-2. Swan and miss strike 3. Here's Varsho. Wu pitches to Varsho. Fly ball to center. The right center. Pretty deep but playable. Caught by Rodriguez. 2 down. Strike 1. Swan and miss 0-2. A 2 pitch. Down the chase. Strike 3 up and out. Two innings complete. 1-0 Seattle.
Hi, Jason. It feels great to be on car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
Now, Liberty, you said earlier that you used to play baseball. Is that right?
No, I said I was used as a baseball.
Aren't you a little big for that?
Nah, I'm like 90% fur.
Great coverage, great savings. Liberty.
Excuse me, sir. Have you put up help sheet?
Yes, I have. They're the prediction market. Who's depending on what you think? She doesn't set the odds. Other users do.
And it's all like trading.
That's very interesting.
You said it.
I learned a lot today.
Same here. Electrolytes, 50% less sugar than regular sports drinks.
What if you could deliver a seamless hiring experience to millions of employers?
That's what Indeed managed to accomplish with help from Salesforce. Agent Force onboards employers, vets job posts, and answers support questions quickly, freeing up valuable employee time. So Indeed can focus on
Ryan up against Brown. First pitch is away, ball one.
Being roasted by Anthony Rizzo downstairs inside the pitch. Ryan Smith.
2-0 as another one misses upstairs. Ball three. 3-0 is over the middle, 3-1. Strike two. Oh, ball four, strike one. Ron gets walked, and Donovan takes strike one. One. And it's upstairs, 2-1. Three and one. Foul off. We'll do it again. Brown steps off. Ron takes his lead. Payoff. Outside ball 4. It's high ground ball. Throw the second one over the. Not going to get it. Yeah, I am not going to be able to go to Triad next year. It's going to be on the Easter weekend. Unless I can coax Mom into doing it a week early. But again, kind of senseless for it to be held that weekend. And again, Annie Boston alternates, has parity with Easter weekend. Runner goes, throw to second, got him, 2 down. Nice throw by Diaz to Buster Rosarena. On pitch. Ripped in the right center for a base hit. That's going to score Rosarena. Two nothing Seattle. Pop foul, 0-2. 0-1. Strike 2. Throw it. And out again on the attempted throw. We pick steal. But Seattle does get 2 on 1 hit. Get a run on 1 hit.
Enjoy summer in a new Chevy with 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 50 models. Or get $6,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, get an additional $1,000 when you trade in an eligible vehicle. I love that. Stuff the cheese. 80. Cheese stuff soda. Cheese stuff matters. They rolled it up. A part of the business you love. One, the tournament. I once had an 8-leg parlay. And I came down to a game in Detroit. And got in super late the night before. So I figured I'd use my Bet365 sign-up bonus to hammer the under. Did you win? This is on. Birds to kick off a new season. Don't miss the drama of opening weekend at 12:30 Eastern on NBC and Peacock. Standings go like this in the AL West. The Astros by 2.5 over the Rangers, 5 over the Mariners. Seattle's hanging around as well in the wild card. They're 3 games back at 58 and 66.
First pitch is a ball to Lamont Wade Jr. Houston's got to come up with some. They're down 2. Strike 1.
Teams in play in the American League as it's 2-1 to open this one with a third on Lamont Wade Jr.
Two and two.
Yeah, I think there's a situation.
No. Lamont goes down swinging, 1 down. First pitch from Wu to Diaz. He kicks. He deals. Ripped in the right center in the right field for a base hit. Strike 1, Nick Allen. Ground ball, 6 into a 4. An unassisted 4-3 double play. So the Astros do get a hit on the board at least, but nothing else as that gets wiped off the base pads. 3 innings complete, 2-0 Mariners.
If you've been hit by with the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, you can earn 6% cash back in a category like online shopping. What would you like the power to do? Greatness doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of endless drive. Fastest money. Well, better get your money back. Money's good, right? 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Your dad. You see skin? They don't have to. It's right here. In the city, visit MLBshop.com. T-Mobile America. Thanks you to America's side. In Seattle, here at the top of the 4th inning.
1.
You mentioned that the slug can grow. Certainly got 10 homers.
One, one. And the dive, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Line drive to center. Varsho coming on. Did he catch that or trap it? He got it. Two balls and 2-2. Too young. Brown kicks and deals. And it's fouled off. We'll do it again. Ground ball on to Allen. He'll flip it to Walker. 2 down. Upstairs and away. Ball 1. Two now. And he walked him. And the dumper gets walked. The intentional walk. And that's 5 in a row up and away. Ball 1. This time to Weston Wilson. And Penny's going to go to the mound to try to calm down. And Diaz is going out to the mound to calm down. Down Hunter Brown. There's one thing I hate with this TV. It's how much of a pain in the ass it's been with this heat wave. One pitch. See how bad it is in the triad. I think Guilford County got hit with a heat advisory, but let's see. And that goes too far in, 3-0. And it's back-to-back walks. First Raleigh and then Brock Rodden. And it's back to the top of the order for Brendan Donovan. Or Wilson, and it's now Brock Rodden up. Now that's 9 straight pitches out of the zone for Hunter Brown. 2-0. And that's 11 in a row missed by Brown. Kicks, deals, and finally gets a called strike after on the 12th pitch.
He's turned into a major league pitcher from a D2 school all the way here to the mound in a pennant chase. So he's going to find it. He just hit there. Not that time. No ball four. Ron is on.
And that loads the bags for Donovan.
Let's see what Joyce and company want to do here. Yeah, I mean, with pitching coach Joshua Miller, bases loaded, 2 out. They'll have the conversation with Hunter Brown. The bullpen starting to loosen. Top of the order after this word. Craving more baseball? Just tell Siri, show me today's MLB schedule.
When you walk away.
I know the feeling for Hunter Brown. It's not bases loaded, 2 out. Brendan Donovan, the batter. After the walk from Rodden, the 5th walk for Hunter Brown so far tonight. Here, when you're a hitter, this is a tough situation. You got to be aggressive, right? You can do some damage here on the first pitch. You know he's grinding, but you also want to keep him grinding and work the count. So it'll be interesting to see how confident approaches the bat. First pitch, right there, strike.
One.
Deep breath.
Foul off, 0-2.
The angry fastball we used to call. I hope he goes back to it. Just keep going to the well. The fastball is your best pitch. Get a big swing mode and then big break off the slider in the dirt or a curveball in the dirt.
1-2.
Boy, if the first one was an angry fastball, that was an irate fastball. He did not miss by much. Consider a great take by Donovan. We knew he had no chance on it. 1-2.
Full count, 2-2.
Receiver, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Donovan. Now, how big is too, Brendan Donovan plays. I'm assuming this guy has a ton of basketball, so you know it's just going to be pesky. Yeah, you had no strike right there with 2 strikes. Yeah, he does that. He gets deep in the count. There's no strike. Straight throw the bat out.
Fouled off.
There's a slow release. Huge at bat. Series on the line. Mariners trying to claw back in the AL West.
Payoff pitch to Donovan. Got him. Interesting that Seattle doesn't challenge that call. They leave the bags loaded on a back-to-back-to-back walks. Through 3.5, 2-0 Seattle.
Friday nuggets again. Now that's living life to the fullest. Get a $10 bucket of the day from KFC.
If you keep making that face, it's gonna stay like that. I'm trying to get my own car insurance. USAA. Grandpa's military.
Okay, so next August it'll be Kansas City against Boston.
USA. Check if you're eligible today.
You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Walk away.
No. I'm good at not letting people get away with things.
Pods last sale August 17th. And see, but don't wait. Book now and save up to 30% at pods.com.
NASCAR's most thrilling stretch lives on USA, and the action keeps going in New Hampshire. NASCAR heads to New Hampshire next Sunday at 3, live on USA.
Again for the Astros. Mariners at
Pitch, strike one.
Here's the strike. That looked like it was slightly up and off. I think so this is
That's driven to right, feeling deep. Back to the wall. It's gone, and the deficit is cut in half. Jeremy Pena hits his 14th of the year. Astros pull within two. Get a little get closer. It's now 2-1.
It's a lot to put on Jeremy Pena, but he is worthwhile enough to expect that out of him. That's a big swing. Riz said it about 30 seconds before he hit air. Anthony, you said, I would venture that the Astros are going to score you. What do you feel downstairs that got you there? Just playing this game so long when you don't take advantage of those moments where you have an ace pitcher. Baseball club, next half inning. Come back and hang on you for it. First pitch, home run by Pena. Hit this out off the slump. That's his great down on the right field. Beginning to look back probably after that possible lead. Second run through. Feel like this lineup is going to be a little bit more aggressive on that.
And Alvarez hits one deep left center field, but this one's playable. Tracked down and caught by Rodriguez, one down. Ball one. One.
But Jeremy Pena is a fantastic story. A young man who went to the University of Maine, and as he told me, you know, put up snow, wind in your face, all that, but Series MVP very early in his career.
3-1.
But at the same time, going out to the Northeast, he was an early commit to the University of Maine. Had you been in different offers from other schools once you kind of got into that senior year of high school where you started to develop a little bit more? And you said, you know what? The University of Maine's committed
3-2.
committed to that. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to be a lot there. And he ended up working out incredibly well. We kind of developed into that great athlete that he is, a great ball player that he is. Also, how did you smell it? And the 2-1 score, 3-2 on Paredes.
It's fouled off by Paredes.
So here's the top of the order. Pena, Alvarez, Paredes, Altuve. Esau, not halfway through the season, is flipping Christian Walker to move in behind.
That's fouled off down the left third baseline. Towering pop up. 2 down.
Stadium of your choice. Well, this sounds good. Look at MLB.com/bracket. We were in Dallas earlier this season, and we were sombrero nachos. Excuse me. The sombrero. You know, it was unbelievable, but I mean, it had to be about 10 pounds too. Everything's bigger in Texas. It was unreal. So you put where?
Come on.
And the chips are kind of, I think, a little big, so they feel perfect.
Going away, full count. Pass to Altuve. Ball 4. He makes it back to first. Another towering pop-up, this one the shallow right by Varsho, and it's caught. Inning over. But the Mariners do get, but Houston does get on the board. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 stranded. We're through 4 innings. It's 2-1 Mariners.
Against Roy Cooper, false. Here's what's true. Our Attorney General, Roy Cooper, locked up violent criminals, sex predators, and drug traffickers. As governor, Republicans to strengthen bail laws and partnered with President Trump to. Roy Cooper has always put North Carolina
Cooper.
values. Season of 2 remaining in September. Seattle has won 8 of the 10 so far. And that has put the Mariners in this race. If they had lost maybe 3 more to make the score, but you're back.
Oh, no balls and 2 strikes to Rosarena, who is homered, walked, and been picked off. 1-2. And caught by Penny, 1 down. On 1 pitch. Strike 2. Fouled off, 2-2. And got him swinging 2 down. First pitch is just outside, 1-0 to Rodriguez. Fouled off, 1-1. Got him swinging. Inning over. Let's see. Hello, Austin. Cruz. It's been so bad. Yeah, that's true. They have been. We're halfway home. 2-1 Houston. Seattle. If you'll excuse me, I gotta get a drink cover taken off so I can unclog it. Mostly so I can avoid the damn. That ain't good. Well, they all tell differing stories, or the same story in one way or another. They basically are condensed poetry, are very condensed, dense Hebrew poetry that coincide with the stories they're trying to tell. Now, as well as minor prophets. These books are basically pretty condensed minor poetry, dense Hebrew poetry.
MVP favorite, Jeremy Pena.
That was close. And there's one thing that I particularly hate on these sort of days. It's when it's coming down in fucking buckets. One ball, two strikes. Two pitch. Up and away, full count. To Christian Walker from Woo. Stares at strike three. One down. Here's Lamont Lake Jr. First pitch is fouled off on 1. On 2. Upstairs 1 and 2. Slider low and away, 2 and 2. And inning over. Nothing across for Houston in the bottom of the 5th. 5 innings complete. 2-1 Seattle. And the storm outside is really starting to bug my system. My streaming. My game feed.
Let's leave the baseball stuff down. Free every day for a chance to win a profit boost. For the Astros, and Naylor double targets goes out for first base. Strike one. This is the part of the order. In part, the Mariners wanted a little Souza.
And Bennett Sousa comes out. Ground ball. And it's a base hit.
But you look at the month of August, this is where Julio all of a sudden picked it up. Josh Naylor's picked it up. Yes, from that it was 977, 971 for Julio. That's just a matter of the 3 big bats didn't go all and you can get on a run there 2 weeks.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Still count well. So when he's in the battle, he's so present. Pitchers know who he is. They see him everywhere. They see him help runs. Maybe he's having that good year, but he's still a presence every time he gets into that place. That's what's tough about those slumps. I mean, as bad as it is for Cal Poly, they're not looking up on the slope of the pitching staff. They go, oh, it's got
1-2. This is so embarrassing. God forgive me. Strike him out. But no throw him out.
Especially Josh Naylor too. He talks about how he watches video pre-game, but how you're watching that much video. It's because they didn't see so much. So he did it first base with a guy coming out of the bullpen. But he picks up so many little things that he. Speed now that they measure by second. You see what Josh Naylor did last year: 30 stolen bases, 20 home runs. Here's what makes this so remarkable. Top speed in Major League Baseball.
2 balls and no strikes to Raleigh. Strike 1, throw to third, got him, 2 down. 2-2 count. To left field, and that's gone. Cal Riley strikes. Only his 13th of the year, but it's enough to put the Mariners up to retake the 2-run lead. It's now 3-1. Two, and he goes down swinging after. There are 1 run on 2 hits and 1 stranded after a Wilson walk. Damn cunt. Oh, Wilson just gets walked. Never mind. Base hit, and now it's runners on first and second, and 2 men gone. Brings up Brendan Donovan. That one's fouled off. One, two in the dirt. 0-2's in the dirt. Fly ball to left, deep toward the track, but Alvarez will make the catch as he backpedals a little bit to catch it. So 1 run, 3 hits, 2 stranded for Seattle. Cal Raleigh brings home 1 on a solo shot, and it is now 3-1 Seattle. Oh. First pitch, fly ball, left field, and Nick Allen hits it into the Crawford boxes. 3-2 Seattle. On a leadoff solo shot. Only his second home run of the season, but it's enough to get that run back. Ball on the Pena, as Wu is now starting to get hit around. Fouled off, 1-1. No. Fly ball to the left and caught. Shall pop fly to Naylor and caught, 1 down. One is fouled off, 1-2. So much for this providing me with some help. Nothing's like before. 2-2 pitch. To Jordan. And he goes down chasing one that he couldn't hold up on. Strike 3. Paradis. Oh, and it hit him in the legs. And he hit him. It brings up Altuve. So happy when football season starts. First pitch is low, ball 1.
pitches.
2-1 on the pitch. Ground ball, inning over. But not before the Astros add one and get that run back. 1 hit, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 hit batter, 1 stranded. Screw it. I'm just going to switch to a radio op. I'm just going to go to the radio option. Let's see. Seeing as how my own NBC network is being a bitch to me because of the thunderstorm plus this heat advisory I'm being hit with. Rosarino, Canzone, and Rodriguez lead off the 7th for Seattle, who lead this game 3-2. Yeah, I definitely need a new MacBook. Rosarino getting ready to lead off. They'll face Brian Abreu, who replaces Bennett Sousa. So Sousa's night is done. First pitch to Rosarena. Sousa set. Abreu sets. Kicks. And deals. Upstairs, ball 1 on the fastball. And he pops it up short. Pena underneath. He'll make the catch, 1 down. Here's Canzone, who has a double and an RBI single. And he struck out once. I wouldn't give her this rage shit to stop. First pitch is too far in, ball 1. On the slider. Two 2-0 just misses the outside corner. And misses again with the cut fastball, 3-0. Over the middle, up and in, 3-1. And Canzoni walks. That's the first and third, fifth, seventh walk of the night for Seattle hitting. Ball one on the cut to Rodriguez. One. Driven to the left field, off the wall. I mean, that's off the scoreboard. Rodriguez is going to have a double. Here's Naylor. And Naylor pops this one up, lines this one, caught. Everyone gets back to base safely, 2 down. Strike one to Young. And the cutter fouled off, 0-2. 0-2. Foul off again. That one up and away, 1-2. Pretty Young. Nicole Young. And that one hits Young in the elbow. So that's going to load the bases again for Seattle. Big cut and miss, one up and away, one up and out, 1-0-1 by Raleigh. And this has been one of his Raleigh. And this is one of his biggest problems: the strikeouts for the big dumper this year. The strikeouts. Ball 1. But he did get a homer his last at bat. Now, why doesn't Seattle challenge this? This is just outside of the zone. One, two, fouled off. Astros will be lucky if they add this unscathed. Fouled off again. So I'm down the right field line. And the Astros are going to get out of this unscathed. High pop up toward the mound and caught by Allen. Time to stretch as Seattle squanders a golden opportunity to put this game out of reach. 6.5 complete at Daikin Park. 3-2 Mariners. Question is, if you're Seattle, do you get Wu out of there now?
A cold and ancient vibration that called me.
Start off with Varsho, and it looks like Edward Bazardo will come on to replace Wu. So Wu's night is done after 6 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Ball 1 to Varsho. Ground ball to Naylor. He'll flip to Bazardo. 1 down. Foul off by Walker on 1. 1-1. One on the slider. One, 2 on the sweep. Foul off 2-2. 1-2 again. Two. That's foul off. We got an injury. 1 on the 2-2 pitch. Oh, injury delay. In other words, a trigger. Swan missed strike 3. It's fouled off by Wade. Fouled off. One, 2. And Wade rips one through the hole. Base hit in the center field. He'll be held at second first with a single. Ball one. You want to know. And that one is line into left, ground ball, scooped up, force play, inning over. So Houston will get a hit out of it, but nothing else. 7 innings complete, and the Mariners still lead 3-2. Wilson leads off against Steven Okert. I'm terrified. First pitch, strike on the slider. One, two. Two and two. 3 sliders. And a 4-seam. Ground ball. Near pop up, caught by Walker on the. Strike one. Swing and miss on our slam. The dirt, 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. Two pitch. Swan and miss upstairs. Strike 3. Rodden's down. Swinging. 2 away. Donovan, first pitch to Donovan, line and caught. Ground ball caught. Ground ball scooped up by Pedreas. He'll throw to Walker. Inning over. Gabe Spire now comes in to pitch the 8th. Let's see what he's got. He'll face Allen, Pena, and Alvarez. In a way out there, you guys don't know. And Nelson Vasquez will replace Allen. Ball 1. And that's fouled off. 1-1. One, two. So stares at a miss. 1-2 to Velasquez. Two and two. What? Ruko? 3-2. Uh-huh. Popped up. 3-2 is popped up. First base side, shallow right. Young's under it. He'll make the catch, calling Naylor off. One down. Take strike one over the middle. Ripped in the left. And Rosarena comes on quickly to make the catch. 2 down. Strike one. Golfs it all right, and gets a base hit out of it. Canzoni was able to cut it, was able to stay in front of it and cut it off. And Cam Smith will come on the pinch hit. Pinch run, excuse me. Inspire is coming off. A little abrupt. I don't know what Dan Wilson's up to with that. Or not. Ball one. Isak Paredes. Line drive to the left. It's going to be a base hit. Smith will move up to second. And Wilson is going to make a swap. 2-on-2 out when we come back. 3-2 Seattle.
When you shot me from between your eyes, and that awkward part of your tries. Although your neck is small, we won't forget your face, your chest, and your landscape. The sun shining on the rainbow. It doesn't really it's a beautiful day. It's a rainbow saying if the kids are okay. 9% APR finance for a $500 customer that's on a new 2026 Atlas. This is a story about the one. The one who can fix nearly anything. And turns to Granger, who has almost everything. He troubleshoots issues, maintains the facility, and keeps it all on track. She can see to put the work in, but we see the results. Then he's the one who keeps the doors open. The high-quality industrial products we need, plus so many more. Click Granger.com or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done. Long days, all for a cold banquet. It's no time. Relive wonderful lives. Hard work never tasted so refreshing. Cool's banquet, start your legacy.
And it will be Sir Anthony Dominguez, the former Philly. And here we run from our Yankees. First pitch swing. Pop it up. It's going to drop. Everyone's going to move up a base. Varsho up. Foul off down the right field line, but it's going to go foul. 0-1. Too far in 1-1. Fouled off. This one going into the seats with no room behind the Mariner dugout. Got him. Chase the split finger and pay for it. 8, and the Astros' biggest chance gets squandered. 2 out with the bags loaded, and it's still 3-2 Seattle. Okay, issues.
With the Bank of America customized capture Visa card, you can earn 6% cash back. For my shopping, the first year from Apple, and get everyone out of the deal.
Driver? Yeah, we working together. The system was broken. Get out of this.
You're right. That was fun. You guys like me to win.
I got nothing to say to no orders.
Hey, not yet.
Who's it?
This one draft. Only theater September 4th. Capital One Cafe, Park Bank Park Cafe, all in one, convenient and space. Capital One Cafe is open 7 days a week. Visit CapitalOne.com/local to learn more. What's in or what? Josh Hader, one of the hardest growing baseball farms in Major League Baseball in this generation. With an ERA sub-1, will come in to try to keep it right here.
Strike one.
Chance.
As Josh Hader comes in to replace Steven Okert. Rosareno's going to challenge the call, but it's going to be upheld. That's clearly a strike. So on the left field line, it's a fair ball into the corner. That's going to be a leadoff double for Rosarena.
Chase, you saw on the screen, and he was in the zone for Rosarina to beat him.
That's way too good of a pitch and a two-strike count to that guy.
Hit, right?
Basically sucked up too. That's a gift.
Leadoff double now. And so, who's been 3 times on his 29th birthday. Takes ball. Whereas if you're sitting in the all that, he's just whacking against lefties. What's your approach right in? I'm staying on the hitter. Whenever he's
2-0.
slider early, I always took that as a win for me because he's so fast behind you. And he starts off 2 sliders there. He took strikes. So right now, he could be dead right on the fastball and aggressive on it because his pocket is short. And if he gets slotted away, just take your cap. Just swing right through it, right?
3-0.
2-1. You took a deep on
Hurt.
the hitter, yeah.
2-1. Here sets, kicks, and fires. 3-1.
So I always told lefties you have to see a pitch because he's got that big cross arm action. So I always say just see a pitch and see that arm slide.
Foul off, full count.
Is it off the line there? Rookie and done. Another pitch, but center cut.
He has been with the zone since coming back from the injury, which is a beautiful thing. But at the same time, these pitches are catching a lot of play, especially in two-strike counts where you'd like to see him maybe chase fastball off the outside edge. I haven't seen anybody trust their stuff as much as Josh Hader.
Foul off again.
The ability to have so much confidence inside the zone with their pitching. It's fastball slider. It's almost as if he feels he can tell you what's going to still have the utmost of confidence that he's going to be able to challenge you and get you out.
Did you feel like there was a trend with you and Hader? Well, when I see both pitches, I knew I could just stay on that fastball. And as soon as he showed me the slider, I was able to gauge it and just kind of pick my tongue on where I need to see it. So the deeper I got to that, I got the advantage.
Got him. 1 down.
Strikes out, James Hill, 1 down. The biggest thing with facing Josh Hader is you have to stay on the fastball. If you see a slider, you react to it, but his fastball is explosive left on left.
Got Canzoni to tip it in. And here's Rodriguez.
See the reaction. Can't do it. The ball forward. 1 down, Julio Rodriguez. Trying for Seattle.
This is going deep to center. Back of the track, Varsho makes the catch. Rosarina tags up. He'll go to third. Brings up Naylor. Naylor grounds it to first. Scooped up by Walker. He'll flip to Hader. Inning over. Last chance now for the Astros. Down 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the ninth. It's down to Walker, Wade Jr., and Diaz.
But you know how like that did all the home insurance shopping and saved us 20% when we switched? Now they can't go and say I must call to the plumber.
Hey, what's your problem?
Oh, my hearing.
That's it. I don't like the look of your opinion book.
Then,
And your credit strap is on its last legs. I bought some spare parts, so I'll come ahead and just take care of that. Toodaloo.
hey, don't get lost down there.
Did you follow that?
No, it feels good to dive into savings.
Not at all.
It feels good to Geico.
When AT&T hands you the ultimate Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 for $0, you get more screen for summer, which is a deal we can all buck. Let's get to that guy!
Your city home, like it's got a street hotel. Are you ready?
See how she said?
Why is he so squeaky?
To the NFB Plus, NFB Network 24/7.
Andres Munoz will now come on. Friday night, he gave up the game-winning hit. A 3-run bomb off the facing towards the Crawford bunt. Other scores that went down. Strike one, by the way. Yankees topple the Blue Jays 4-3 and 10. Cubs are down by the Cardinals 11-4. Pirates over the Sox 8-3. 10-2 O's over Rays. 5-3 D-backs over the Braves. Braves over the Diamondbacks. The Guardians shut out 5-0 by the Padres. The White Sox hold on 7-5 over the Tigers. Marlins over the Reds 7-1. Phillies came back from 5 down to win 7-5 over the Twins. The Rockies won 13-7 over San Francisco. A's over the Rangers 5-2. Royals shut out the Angels 3-0. And the Brewers continue their dominance as the number one team in the league with a 6-2 win over the Dodgers. Three and one. Won the count to Christian Walker. They're going to challenge the call, and it is a ball. Call stands. Seattle loses their second challenge. But it doesn't matter. Donovan Walker grounds it out. Donovan will scoop it up. Throw it to Naylor. One away. 3-1. And Junior gets walked. First pitch, strike one. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two is fouled off. And down swing he goes. 2 down. And Taylor Trammell will come on the pinch hit. First pitch is a strike. Ball 0-1. One, two. 1-2. And Trammell chases one away. Down and away. Mariners win 3-2 over the Astros. Brian Wu gets the win. Loss falls on Hunter Brown. And Nunez gets the save. That's it for tonight's game. I want to thank everyone who showed up. Comment, like, and subscribe to myself, Mets2128, and the Jedi Sports Media Network. I'm done. Goodbye, and good fucking night. Bang, and may the sports be with you always.